I walk the streets at midnight, neon dripping like blood on wet stone. Reflections stare back at me, faces I've never fully known. Every shadow hides a question, every mirror whispers doubt. I'm chasing pieces of a man I've lost and can't figure out. I've carried names that weren't mine, lives I borrowed to survive. I wore a mask that fit the world, but never let my soul arrive. The city hums beneath my feet, a soundtrack to my fear. I ask the wind for answers, but it only breathes my tears. Who am I beneath the weight, beneath the mask and the chains? Do I exist in the echo, or only in the pain? Echoes of myself I search in vain, through nights of fire, through endless rain. I am heavy, I am hollow, I am lost, I am found, a man wandering without sound. Every step a revelation, every breath a fight. I seek the self I buried in the silence of the night. The skyline bleeds in amber light. I trace my hands along the walls. Graffiti speaks in broken tongues, stories of men who took the falls. I hear a voice, maybe mine, whispering truths I need to see. The man I am, the man I want, collide inside this shadowed street. Maybe identity is forged in fire, maybe the path is full of lies. Maybe a man becomes himself only when the old self dies. Echoes of myself I search in vain, through nights of fire, through endless rain. I am heavy, I am hollow, I am lost, I am found, a man wandering without sound. Every step a revelation, every breath a fight. I seek the self I bury in the silence of the night. The city sleeps, the lights dim low. I am still walking, letting darkness show. Echoes of myself in every street, a man incomplete, but still on his feet. I walk the streets at midnight, neon dripping like blood on wet stone. Reflections stare back at me, faces I've never fully known. Every shadow hides a question, every mirror whispers doubt. I'm chasing pieces of a man I've lost and can't figure out. I've carried names that weren't mine, lives I borrowed to survive. I wore masks that fit the world, but never let my soul arrive. The city hums beneath my feet, a soundtrack to my fear. I ask the wind for answers, but it only breathes my tears. Who am I beneath the weight, beneath the mask and the chains? Do I exist in the echo, or only in the pain? Echoes of myself I search in vain, through nights of fire, through endless rain. I am heavy, I am hollow, I am lost, I am found. A man wandering without sound, every step a revelation, every breath a fight. I seek the self I buried in the silence of the night. An amber light, I trace my hands along the walls. Graffiti speaks in broken tongues, stories of men who took the falls. I hear a voice, maybe mine, whispering truths I need to see. The man I am, the man I want, collide inside the shadow street. Maybe identity is forged in fire, maybe the path is full of lies. Maybe a man becomes himself only when the old self dies. Echoes of myself I search in vain, through nights of fire, through endless rain. I'm heavy, I'm hollow, I'm lost, I'm found. A man wandering, wind without sound. Every step a revelation, every breath a fight. I seek the self I buried in the silence of the night. The city sleeps, the lights dim low. I am still walking, letting darkness show. Echoes of myself in every street. A man incomplete, but still on his feet. Headlights smear on busted glass. Another siren climbs the sky. My boots drink all along the tracks, breathing smoke instead of light. Concrete rain falling on my face again, washing out my painted name till I'm just another stain. Concrete rain beat me down and try to fade, but I grow up through the drain. Yeah, a blooming concrete rain. Oh, oh. Bar sign flickers half the word. Cheap gin burning through my dial. Your ghost leans in from every curve. Every laugh sounds like your mouth. Concrete rain falling on my face again, washing out my painted name till I'm just another stain. Concrete rain beat me down and try to fade, but I grow up through the drain. Yeah, I bloom in concrete rain. Yeah, I bloom. You said this town would chew us up. You were right, but I'm still here. Drinking rust from paper cups, turning rust into a prayer. Concrete rain falling on my face again, washing out my painted name till I'm just another stain. Concrete rain beat me down and try to fade, but I grow up through the drain. I keep pushing through the pain, yeah. I'm in concrete rain. I walked 1,000 roads I swore would make me who I am. Every promise turned to smoke between my calloused hands. I thought that grit and stubborn pride were armor strong enough, but even steel corrodes with time when it's never touched by love. I've carried debts I didn't know and worn masks I didn't choose. Fought battles with invisible foes, only to feel I'd lose. Every victory felt hollow, every step a heavier load. And the man I thought I'd become was buried down that road. Strength isn't standing rigid, it's bending without shame. It's knowing when to let go and admit the heart's own flame. These are the ashes of my old resolve, the remnants of the man I was, burned away by truth and pain, by choices I almost lost. I can rebuild from what remains, from the fire that's still inside, the stronger man emerging from the ashes I can't hide. I've hurt the ones I love most, from silence dressed in pride, kept my fears like treasure and my tears locked inside. Silence grows like poison, and pride becomes a chain. I've learned its strength to loosen what I thought I had to maintain. Now I stand with clearer vision, not invincible, not free, but wiser for the battles that shape the man I see. The past is still a teacher, the scars a testament, that even in destruction a man can reinvent. Ashes don't mean ending, they're just the ground for seed. Even when you're burned and broken, you can plant what you need. And if your melody is courage, and pain can be your guide, then rising from the ruins is where true strength resides. These are the ashes of my old resolve, but I don't mourn what's gone. I carry fire in a steady weight, I carry light to dawn. I'll be a man who learns from loss, not blinded by regret. From the ashes of my old resolve, I'll ride without forgetting, yeah. So if my voice sounds tempered and my step more sure than before, it's not the past that holds me down, it's the lessons I explore. I've burned, I've bled, I've fallen, but from the fire I evolved, a man remained refined and whole, from ashes that resolve. Ashes that resolve, yeah. Crown of smoke above my head, Words I wish I never said. Velvet night and bourbon gold, stories getting tired and old. You stood quiet by the door, like you'd done so many times before. I waved you off with careless pride. Now there's no one by my side. Piano humming soft and low, in a key that seems to know every chord bends toward regret, for a love I can't forget. You ask me simple, ask me plain, do you love me more than fame? I laughed it off like it was small. Now I've lost it all. I built my name on stubborn stone, never thought I'd stand alone. But stone don't warm a midnight room, just seals your doom. Crown of smoke and broken pride, of smoke and broken pride. That's all I've got tonight. That's all I've got tonight. I had your heart beneath my hand. Now it slips like sand. The blues roll in like a slow parade, for every vow I never made. I was rich in what we had. Now I'm dressed in black and sad. Street light flickers through the rain, writing poems of quiet pain. Your perfume lingers in my coat like a final tender note. I thought love would understand, bend and wait at my command. But love don't kneel before a man, it leaves when it can. If I could trade this hollow throne for the warmth we used to own, I'd lay my ego on the floor and knock upon your door. But echoes don't turn into grace, they fade without a trace. A crown of smoke and broken pride, crown of smoke and broken pride. No one left to hide behind, no one left to hide behind. I had forever in my sight, let it fade into the night. Let it fade into the night. The blues keep whispering your name through every drop of falling rain. Through every drop of falling rain. I let the only angel go. Now I walk alone. Cigar burned down to ash and dust, like love betrayed by foolish trust. In the dark where kings once stand, I'm just a man. Streetlights flicker on cracked stone. I walk this city all alone. Your laugh still echoes in my head, like a ghost I can't forget. I said I'd love you, thought I could, but pride and whiskey changed the mood. Pavement cold beneath my shoes, every step reminds me of you. Barrooms humming neon bleeds, filling nights with broken deeds. You needed me, I turned away. Now I pay for yesterday. Shows a man who reaps the seeds he sows. No applause, no gentle cheer, just the blues and lingering fear. Broken streetlights, heavy rain, I carry the weight of this shame. I had your heart, I let it fall. Now I wander through it all. Blues crawling deep beneath my skin. Every shadow I walk in. I was rich in love I lost. Now I pay the cost. Taxi horns and midnight cries, every corner hides your eyes. I chase the night, I chase the thrill, ignore the one I love still. Now every echo, every sound pulls me under, drags me down. Mercy comes along the street, I'd kneel, admit defeat. No more walls, no more disguise, just a man who sees your eyes. Broken streetlights, heavy rain, I carry the weight of this shame. I had your heart, I let it fall. Now I beneath my skin, every shadow I walk in. I was rich in love I lost. Now I pay the cost. Street fades into the night, I'm a shadow in the dim light. Gentlemen with hollow hands, walking out when nothing stands. Front porch quiet, Sunday rain, washing dust but not my shame. Church bells ringing down the road, heavy as the guilt I hold. You said love was patient grace, I turned away from your embrace. Thought I had more time to grow. Now I'm learning I don't know. Bible resting by the bed, every verse cuts in what I said. You prayed softly in the dark, while I wandered chasing spark. You believed in better days. I believed in my own ways. Now belief feels thin and weak, and mercy's what I seek. Fire rising through the walls, like heaven when it calls. And every note pulls me down to my knees. Down on my knees tonight, to make it right. I had an angel in my arms, but I traded love for harm. Let the Spirit break this pride, strip the sinner from inside. If forgiveness still remains, wash me in that rain. Stained glass bleeding crimson light, painting truth across my sight. I see her face in every hue, faithful, strong, and true. I chase thunder, chase applause, never stop to feel the loss. Now the silence hits me clear, she ain't here. If grace can reach a man like me, lost in his own vanity, then let it tear this ego down before I drown. Down on my knees tonight. No more running from the light. I have forever in her hands. Didn't understand. Let the choir lift my plea. Set this broken heart free. Even if she won't return, let this lesson burn. Sunday rain still falling slow, teaching me to let go. Broken man beneath the sky, learning how to cry. Hits the pavement like a drum. I walk alone when no one comes. My coat is soaked, my hands are cold, and night replays the stories I've told. Every alley whispers my name. Every every shadow knows my shame. I've carried guilt like iron chains, and every step just fans the flame. I saw my reflection in a puddle deep, a man who doesn't sleep, eyes hollow, jaw tight, walking the city like a ghost at night. I've loved, I've lost, I've burned, I've bled, and the ghosts of my past follow where I tread. Bones in the rain, echoing pain, a soul that survives but will never be the same. No one hears the screams I hide, no one feels the storm inside. I've learned to smile, I've learned to bluff, but strength is never quite enough. Bones in the rain I carry alone, every memory a stepping stone. The sky pours grief onto my face, but I keep moving through empty space. I am heavy, I am hollow, I am here, a man forged in shadow and fear. I passed the bar where we used to meet, ghosts of laughter in the heat. The whiskey's gone, the fire's dead, just ash and smoke where we once bled. I light a match, watch it flicker low, the flame dances slow, like time moving slow. I am a witness, a man undone, but I still walk through the midnight sun. Maybe strength is knowing pain, maybe courage is the rain, maybe life is carried deep in the promises you never keep. Bones in the rain I carry alone, every memory a stepping stone. The sky pours grief onto my face, but I keep moving through empty space. I am heavy, I am hollow, I am here, a man forged in shadow and fear. empty glass beneath my hand, like a love I couldn't understand. Ice melting slow and thin, like the patience you were in. You stood framed in doorway light, soft as mercy in the night. I said, baby, don't you cry. Now I hear that last goodbye. Low trumpet sighs across the room, perfume fading too soon. Your fingers trace along my sleeve, like you still believe. You asked me if I'd ever change, if my wild would rearrange. I said love would always stay, but I let it drift away. I was strong in every fight, but weak in doing right. Thought your heart would always wait, now it's sealed by fate. This is my empty glass serenade for the promises I never made. I had your warmth against my chest, now it's just regret. Slow and bittersweet, like lonely footsteps on the street. I was rich in your embrace, now I drink to your trace. Midnight leaning on the bar, counting every silent scar. Your laughter lingers in the air, like a prayer that isn't there. I chased a name in neon lights, left you crying through the nights. Thought I had the upper hand, didn't understand. If I could kneel where you once stood, be the man I said I would, I'd trade this tailored life I wear for one more chance to care. But time don't soften stubborn men, it just writes amen. This is my empty glass serenade for the love I let degrade. I had heaven in my sight, watch it fade tonight. The blues keep whispering your name through every drop of rain. I let the only angel go, now I reap what I sow. Acid burning down my throat, like a final broken note in the dark where memories fade. I sing this serenade. Cigarette smoke curls through the night, flickering shadows in the dim light. Your perfume lingers on my coat, a bitter scent I can't deny. I said I'd change, I'd make it right, but pride kept me from holding tight. Piano hums beneath the bar, every note reminds me of a scar. You ask for love that stayed sincere, I offered charm and disappeared. Now every whisper, every sigh pulls me down where angels lie. Mirror shows a lonely man, paying for what I never planned. No applause, no gentle cheer, just the blues and lingering fear. Cigarette shadows on the wall, haunting me past midnight's call. I had your heart in steady hand, now I walk through empty land. Blues crawling slowly deep and low, every chord reminds me so. I was rich in love, I lost. Now I bear the call. Streetlight flickers in my eyes, every step a compromise. Your laughter echoes down the lane, filling every drop of pain. I thought my world would guide me through, but nothing heals what I undo. If I could trade this heavy crown for one more night to calm you down, I'd lay aside my stubborn ways and beg forgiveness for my days. Cigarette shadows on the wall, haunting me past midnight's call. I had your heart in steady hand, now I walk through empty lands. Blues crawling slowly deep and low, every chord reminds me so. I was rich in love, I lost. Now I bear the cost. Smoke drifts upward slow and thin, like the love I let slip in. A gentleman with hollow hands, walking out of twilight land.